Hello everyone. So, list we're running today is Overwhelming Hunger, but it's not bad, don't worry. We're actually using Weave's Incantation. So, I'd sort of seen a few people had tried this in Carapace and using Paranthea, and you can get insane things where you end up with five Weave's Incantations, but that's not what we're about, boys. I'm bringing you back down to reality. We're running a consistent version of Weave's Incantation. None of this nonsense, no frills, just a solid control deck. So the general idea is very similar to how Haunt used to work, where you'd run things like your Maruna and Manticore, but we have a Weave's Incantation in there to just make those things better in effect. Obviously the change to Overwhelming Hunger has meant that I've kind of stripped out a lot of the Death Wish cards. We're really only running a couple of Rock Fiends, a couple of Foglets. We're also running Maruna, Manticore and Werecat, and that's pretty much it for Death Wishes. They're really just there as a control package and a points package rather than the basis of the deck, if that makes sense. And we've got the Crone's package in there. We've got Cave Troll to protect Haunt Incantation. We've got Karathi. And really that's the point of the deck, is use the tried and tested stuff that gets points for monsters and use these Death Wish cards for a solid round 3. So this version, in the first game, I was running a Appearing Phantom instead of the Beast, but I quickly made that change after one game, so this is the version, but just so you're aware that there's a difference there. Typically round 1 you want to do your Endrega Lava, Bruxers, Foglets, and then consume them to sort of thin out the deck. And in the later rounds, that's when you kind of want to be using your top end stuff. And I was pretty surprised by how it did. It did reasonably well. Couple of tips, I would say Werecat is absolutely key in your NR matchup and against the Aracas Swarm. You'll actually see in first game I probably misplayed the Werecat a little bit to kind of learn from my mistakes. You probably want to be saving it because I got a lot of value from Werecat, but maybe should have saved it. And it's a pretty fun deck, and it seems to do. It did a lot better than I expected. So yeah, if you're bored of the usual stuff, definitely try this. As always, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe if you want to see more content, and I will catch you in the next one. Alright, this has been since the what's it called? Since the opens and stuff, I've noticed that Aracas Swarm has been getting a lot more interest. We'll have to see how this goes. I reckon it doesn't do too bad. Mainly because Werecat will be really, really nice. Really nice in the matchup. Maybe don't want 2 Rot Fiends. I do like having the Crones though. I feel like we're lacking for stuff to do. I mean, maybe it's chucking the Werecat, because we will use Werecat, but we probably don't want to dump it this round. Yeah. Okay, that's a little better. So we just need stuff to do this round. Having an arrow is really, really nice. Do have access to some of the stuff, but we just don't want to be hitting too much. We'll be getting value later on. Worry about that later. In terms of what we're doing here, I think we probably want to get double Endregas down, get a Rock Fiend, get a Foglet, chuck the Endrega Warrior in the middle, Brew Rest maybe. Like that. So I kind of like the Crone package in here because the Brew Rest does provide you with a consume as well. I'm kind of feeling it out, may even be fault to just straight up cut the Bargeist. We'll have to see. I feel like we maybe need the consume. I'm kind of curious how this will do. I tried to sort of make it a bit more control heavy, I guess. And we'll see how it manages. Mainly just because the meta kind of demands that kind of thing at the moment. I kind of had NR Witches in mind when I made this. It's super tempting to go Werecat here. like Werecat in response to what's basically a 4 provision card, really don't feel that great. And you know, if they get buffed, we just Werecat and we consume it later on, and it clears up the row anyway. Probably want to go like Behemoth or something, yeah. I don't think we stress yet. Werecat does have the Thrive as well, so we could just play it, depending on what they do here. I think we're more likely than not just going Foglet. We'll have to see how, I kind of also wanted to see how like new Overwhelming Hunger works. And the best thing is we can basically like, you know, roleplay as a, what's the word? As a buy deck. So this just screams they're gonna pass. And if so, I obviously really don't want to commit the Werecat. I'm basically seeing it work out as like a lacerating effect, because I would be happy to use a leader charge on it if needed. I'll take in the sweet time though. Just that that buff there suggests it, but let's see. Okay, so there's a Behemoth. I think we do it now. Whether we consume it straight away. I think we do. I think consuming it here is just pretty insane value. Yeah, that's just why you want to wait sometimes. Just wait like a turn or two. Give it time. Because, you know, I would have got like decent value on that back row, but instead we played off the whole row and pulled it even. Oh, so we'll just use the row rest to consume this, thin it out, and we're good to go. And now we're kind of looking for all the big stuff, you know, we want to find Incantation, we want to find Maruna, we want to find Manticore, we want to find Cave Troll, we want to find Karathi, so there's plenty of stuff we want to find. There's one, there's two, there's three, okay. What we get here, Karathi, Rock Fiend. Okay, we can just, play the Rock Fiend, I reckon. Rock Fiends in this matchup aren't going to be that great, considering like they're typically playing like smaller units. So dealing 4, like a lot of the time, you know, we're going to hit 1, we're going to hit 2. It's not too great. The Soraka Swarm list is definitely something I want to try. Looks pretty fun. I think the jig's up, boys. I think the jig is up. They know that it's not Vi. I mean, they used the leader charge. Granted, it doesn't matter a whole lot, but like, they charge the leader charge. And Manticore's going to be really sad as well in the matchup. And you too. I think the order is going to be: we get Cave Troll down, we get the Haunt down, and then we get the incantation. In that time, they probably spawn enough that Mining Core will start doing work. It shouldn't need the Purify. And is pretty much as good as we could possibly ask for. Bruxa could be a little awkward, because I don't think I have the time to like play our Bruxa before we do all this. We really need to get this stuff going. I know people are running this in like Carapace to defend the incantation, which I mean I think is fair. But I think because we're not running Caranthea, like obviously Caranthea is like kind of like the nuts combo thing, but I'm trying to more approach this as like it's less highlighty and it's more consistent, I guess, because obviously Caranthea onto incantation's great. You get another Death Wish trigger and it's absolutely great, but you have to account for, you know, you're playing a 9 provision card that sometimes isn't going to do all that much for you, so. And obviously it's super sad we don't have that. We don't have Werecat, but I think we'd never get to this point if we didn't use Werecat in round 1. And I know I said we didn't want to play Bruxa, but I mean if we can clear off one of these ones, may as well get the value while we can. And then we can go like Cave Troll into Horn to Incantation. I'll have to make sure I don't mix these two up, since it's basically the same card, but very, very different. Just notice this one doesn't have the Crone. Ah, that's why. Of course it doesn't, because then it would... And that would be good actually, that would be really good if like Weaver's Incantation and Whisperous Tribute were also like Crones. Yeah, that's kind of fine because we're basically stacking the range row. I really do like Blood Moon. It's a really, really cool effect. Heat Wave. It's fine because now Horn sticks. I mean, the nerf to Overwhelming Hunger is obviously going to hurt this list quite a bit, but yeah, we could be in a bit of a bad position now. Our defender. Yeah, the lock's coming in there. That's good. Very good. I reckon we go Manticore first to clear these out. Just makes Maruna a little better. And never mind, it just gets pinged away. This is a problem with our defender, obviously. So we just see what we can get done. Done a 1. Incredible value on the Manticore. We're probably going to have to go for the Taskmaster. Yep. Actually, we probably can leave it. We maybe just pull the Phantom, actually. Like, Phantom here is kind of fine. This is kind of why I haven't put Caranthea in, just so, like, in matchups where you inevitably have your Incantation dealt with, you don't feel like you've missed out on as much. You know, it's like consistent without that like nice little combo, but when it goes off, obviously it feels like really, really nice.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Yeah. So we want to get Phantom down now. Probably an argument actually for eating the Night Wraith. You know, we knew this was coming, and it would have played for quite a few more points. But yeah, I think maybe we should have eaten the Night Wraith first. Mistake on my part. Yeah, definitely sad. We may be able to outpoint him here. I mean, we're going to have to see. That's probably like burn talisman, right? Yeah, they'll probably hit burn talisman here, no doubt. Every time they hit. Yeah, so we'll kill that. It's kind of irrelevant there. Yeah, I mean we dropped 4 points missing this. I don't actually think it mattered. Yeah, not by too much. We'll go back to the drawing board. I think there's definitely room for changes. But I feel like that's an alright first game. But we're just gonna get controlled to death, aren't we? The Purify is going to be really, really important, I reckon. But this is the kind of round one hand we want. Maybe we can chuck the Weavers. Look for something different. I mean, the Beast is reasonable. Play this round, but I don't know. I don't like it too much. I really don't like that Bargeist. Too many consumes in hand. A little sad. A little bit sad. So depending on what they play here, we maybe just nat selection. Looking at these nat selections, I'm still undecided on like whether we want to be swapping these out for Noon Wraiths maybe. It's higher points, but less control. Okay, we just have to roll the dice that they hit nothing good there. I mean, we have Haunt in hand. There is plenty of good stuff left in the deck that they could swipe because of this courier, but there's not a whole lot we can do about it. What are you taking?
Those mixtures sustain me.
Okay, cost to get something good. Which is obviously very, very, very sad. But what can you do? You do.
Let us see.
Okay. Kind of fine. That was not the card I meant to play. That was meant to, that was meant to be a Foglet. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's going very, very well if you can already tell, boys. Going very well. Yeah, so we can go Foglet. Like if they pass here, it's fine. You know, we just brew a rest, that selection or something. Not even Karathi is Maddock. I mean, maybe we want to put like a Dark Array in. Just for a lock, for a bit of control or something. with the sort of changes to like locks and everything, it's reasonable. Wait, what? They could have just banished the Foglet and got the value there. Well, I'm not going to complain. They want to make a mistake, that's perfectly fine with me. Good weapons is fine. How do we tempo ahead here? I mean, we could pull into like a Whisperess or Weavers. That pulls us even. It'd be a little awkward. Play the Beast. I actually don't mind playing the Beast here. You know, it's gonna pull up to 18 for us. Don't really have removal for this. Every time I forget that Red Haze is a card. Every single time. Yeah, just playing this so we could, you know, go work out if we want to. Round. They don't really want to lose their round, especially after they've taken Karathi. And they just want a clock, don't they? So. And they haven't really been able to clock all that much, you know, they're one card lower than us. Really not that big a deal. Okay, 2 cards now. Alright. I think workout's fine. Puts us ahead on even. Got more bombs. Ew. Love to see it, love to see it. Unfortunately, we got past there. This is obviously really annoying because they've got 2 Karathis, so it could get a little sad. Get a little bit sad, and without leader as well. They struggle a bit. Don't want 2 of those. So we've got a dry pass card. We've got stuff if we get bled. Not all bad. Yeah, that Foglet play was very annoying. Completely my fault, but yeah. So they've got a Karathi in hand. Yeah, let's just get the Foglet out. And our deck is like stacked at the moment, so we should draw into some good stuff. And hopefully an hero will just get us the last little bits we need. Or not. Or not. What can you say, boys? What can you say? You draw like this. Yeah, I mean, both coated weapons are out. I think we need to slow play this if we want any chance. Maybe wanted to row stack, maybe gun melee row wasn't correct here. Fine. Usually burn these if they've got another bomb coming. And the bleeding probably just incentivizes them to do it. And so we can play the Whisperess as well next, which is fine. I think as soon as they start spawning on the melee row, we can start spreading out the rows. But at least for now, we might as well stack the front row. Author, GWENT. What are you stealing? Oh no, just do that. Well, we can deal with that pretty easily. Nice. Yeah, I think I definitely made some mistakes in that round one. Like the obvious one of like just straight up playing the wrong card, but also just not respecting the red haze. I think it's just because like it's such a cheese card, you know, people really aren't playing it a whole lot. So when it actually does come out, you're just surprised to see it. So they have a Karathi in hand. The Haunt usually eats that. I think we value Haunt more than the Whisperess, like the Weaver, sorry, like every single time. Every single time we value it more than the Weavers. I am genuinely considering if we the Defender. Then one of them sticks and at least we get the value on the Rock Fiend. Or whether we, because if they have two Karathis, we're kind of screwed. Okay, yeah, it's obviously unfortunate when you draw like this, but I think I just have to play for the very real possibility that they have two Karathis in hand. And if so, then we just don't win, because we need either Haunt or Weavers to at least stick. Okay, that's good news. Very good news. A bomb would take out Incantation. It would take out Haunt. Okay, so they did have another card. Fair. This is kind of what I was playing for, because like it's just very sad if that doesn't happen. But say if we used it for like Manticore, it wouldn't really matter a whole lot. We could have also gone Maruna maybe, you know, trying to hit the Maddock, but
You will not regret this, good sir.
what are these 8/9s?
No chance to react.
Okay, this might be enough. This might actually be enough. Because that last card's probably meant alright. Goes for 9.
Strike first and strike
Is that not a mistake? Was there not something they could shuffle back? 5. Oh wow, there isn't. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that defender was definitely the right call. Oh, I forgot to mention as well, we swapped in the Beast for the Appearing Phantom. I may have mentioned it at the beginning, can't remember. If I didn't, that was the only change I made. But you'll already see that in the intro. That just kind of explains why. Game 1 and Game 2 are different. Yeah, sorry, this is a little clip on the end. Yeah, I sort of after I finished recording, I was like, oh, I fancy playing a couple more games with this deck. It's pretty fun. And Lippy looks like it's getting clapped a little bit here. So I went like literally 2 cards down in like round 1, and then we drive past. They've literally just killed the incantation, but as you can kind of see, we managed to clean up a little bit. It's kind of good. So we've got 6, 9, 15 points to come. 66, they're down by quite a bit. Don't want to jinx it, boys, but looks like we'll finish it off. This can be a little bonus clip on the end for all you that have hung around this long. Because it's always satisfying seeing this kind of thing, right? That's an interesting pull from Sigdriffers. But I mean, I guess there's nothing better. I think this might be a voice. I'm actually shocked how well this deck is doing. I kind of built it thinking like, oh, it'd be alright, it wouldn't be like really good. But kind of good, boys. It is kind of good. Alright, that's me done. Video's definitely done now. See you later.